everybody, and welcome back to another Unscripted Thoughts on LEGO Star Wars. Today we'll be taking a look at the May wave of sets, which were just recently officially unveiled. And there's quite a few sets this wave. It seems they're going a bit bigger this year, as shown by January and now May. So let's take a look at these sets and see if this is a strong May spring wave that we've seen in the past, or if it falls short of expectations. Up first, we have part of the Starship collection, that being Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Now, this is honestly one of the coolest ships they decided to do in this collection. The uniqueness of the ship itself is already pretty interesting, with how its wings fold out, and you can also display it in its landed state. To be fair, I do have issues with the price being $70 for only 400 pieces, and you do definitely get more value with something like the ARC 170 we got this year, so it does feel like it falls a bit short there. It is definitely a cool display model and definitely feels super imposing, something along the line of the Executor Super Star Destroyer that we got in the past. But this is just one of those sets I would recommend waiting for a sale to pick up. But it's definitely a cool display piece nonetheless. Moving on, we're going to one of the two playscale sets we have, that being the Rebel U-Wing Starfighter. The U-Wing has always been that one ship that I've been dying to get. I missed out on its original release, and now that they've remade it, I'm excited to finally get it for my collection. Compared to most downscales, you do get quite a bit for the price. For $70, you get 500 pieces, which is pretty fair, I'd say. The ARC 170 has 100 pieces less and comes with roughly the same amount of figures. So, honestly, I'm happy with this. Most of the features are still intact. I do wish the troop transport area interior was a little better, but beyond that, this is probably going to be one of the best sets of the wave, for sure. And I do gotta say, I do enjoy the Imperial Trooper figure. It's definitely an interesting character to army build. I do like it that he comes with a shield, and I do like that we also get K2SO in this set. Honestly, it seems like this is pretty well rounded. A lot of the features from the old one are actually intact here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get this in hand and see how it fares with some of the other downscaled Rebel ships. Moving on, the helmet series has made its grand return, and starting off we have Kylo Ren's helmet. I'm surprised we haven't gotten this one sooner, but considering the 10th anniversary of The Force Awakens, I'm honestly not surprised that we are getting it now, along with the command shuttle that I talked about earlier. And all the pieces here are printed, which is phenomenal. It definitely makes it worth that price tag. And to be fair, I'm glad that they're starting to switch in and out the helmet collection with the diorama collection, as it makes it more diverse. This helmet, while very nice, isn't all too impressive to me. I definitely prefer other helmets like Captain Rex's and Darth Vader's over it, but it's definitely a cool display piece nonetheless. And then the next and final helmet set we have for this wave is Jango Fett's helmet, which I think is a much cooler helmet. The rangefinder function from Captain Rex's helmet is present here. I do also like the blue against the gray. It definitely looks and stands out. It also is a vast improvement from the Boba Fett helmet we got a few years back. Definitely seems a lot less blocky, and it takes more from the Mandalorian helmet set than Boba Fett's. So overall, I think this is a great improvement on otherwise perfect helmet. Although most of these details are stickered, so a little disappointed by that. But it does have 100 pieces more than the Kylo Ren helmet, and is definitely a more iconic character to have in a collection. Honestly, not much to say about these helmets, but it's definitely nice seeing them make a resurgence, especially since the March Wave also included the AT-AT driver helmet. So overall, nice collection of helmets for this year. Moving on to one of the weirdest display pieces that we've gotten, we have a Star Wars logo set. Honestly, I was hoping this would come with a George Lucas minifigure or at least something like Dave Filoni. But honestly, I'm surprised how smooth they got this to look. None of the letters have any studs on them, so you get this really clean and good-looking display piece. And it does include a little Easter egg of the opening scene from A New Hope. But beyond that, not much for $60. But it's definitely a out of left field addition to this lineup. And honestly, I might pick it up just because it seems like a very niche 18-plus adult-oriented Star Wars set. Next, we have the second of the two play-scale sets, that being the buildable Chopper. Now, to be fair, while I do like Chopper as a character, I do like the expressiveness of this build in and of itself. It definitely bodes well with the C-3PO and the R2-D2 we got earlier last year. But to be honest, I've kind of gotten out of the whole buildable character line for quite a bit. But I do like that they made a buildable version of Chopper that's actually properly made, unlike the droid decoration set we got last year for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. But overall, this seems like a very nice build. Definitely seems like it's got some decent play features, and it also looks pretty good for display purposes as well. And then the final set of this wave is Jango Fett's Starship, or the Slave One, the UCS set. Honestly, the fact that we are getting another $300 UCS set again makes me feel happy. It definitely seems like they put a lot to make it a lot worth it. And it definitely looks cleaner than most of the other UCS sets we've gotten, and at a fairer price too. Again, my gripe is with young Boba Fett, but to be honest, I could not have asked for a better Jango Fett minifigure. The interior looks great, the canopy looks great, the display stand looks great. Honestly, this looks like a great set all around, and for only $300 too. It definitely seems like you're getting your money's worth for this set. And it seems like this is going to be one of the most legendary UCS sets we've gotten. And then as a little bonus, we also do have our annual gift with purchase set, being the Camino training facility. We get a nice, cool little ship build as well as 3 clone cadets with a barricade and a turret. Definitely seems like they're leaning more into proper sets for May the 4th promos, as they did last year with the droid carrier. Honestly, I wish these were actual sets, but hey, at least we're getting sets of these regardless. But I can't wait to see this on eBay for something like $50 because it's rare. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not covering any of the brickheads. I don't count those in these lines. But overall, I feel like the May line is very mixed, and I definitely am looking more forward to the summer waves, as they seem to have a lot more potential for some great sets. But overall, I do enjoy a few things like the U-Wing and the Jango Fett's Slave 1 UCS set. Definitely seems like there are some killer sets here and some sets that feel a bit greedy on LEGO's part. But what do you guys think of this wave? Do you think it's better than the January wave, or do you think it falls short of expectations? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.